see Chris Cotillo's reporting on what Theo said? Sam Kennedy. This is a tweet from Chris Cotillo. Sam Kennedy today called Theo Epstein's new role, quote, an interim stop before his next stop, unquote.
What?
Well, so that means to me he's going to be the next owner.
And reiterated that he won't be involved in the day-to-day operations of the Red Sox in his role as senior advisor.
Oh, well, that's new. So he's just there getting a little, he's just there collecting a little bread?
Oh, I think that means he's going to go from minority stakes to majority. Like, I think he's going to...
Based on that quote, it's like for his next stop.
It's like a consultant. He's just going to come in and clean things up, fire a few people, stop ordering the office supplies, and then move on to what's next.
That's very strange.
Think?
That is really strange.
Yeah, I would say it is.
I thought he's going to be like the guy who now, when all baseball things were kind of, whether it's players signing, payroll, was going to be like, what's Theo doing? Why is he not getting it right?
Greg, I don't want to mess it up. You say that somebody can ruin something, like that they screw everything up. I forget the boomer line. It's like a wet dream or something.
Yeah.
You could ruin a wet dream.
Like, this is such a kick in the nuts.
Wow.
Like, what are we doing? Why would I was so excited about Theo Epstein. I was legitimately happy about something the Red Sox did.
Well, look, I mean, I'm sorry you feel that way.
Yeah, that's okay, Sam. But it's just a stop along the road to somewhere else. Where is he heading?
And what does that tell your team? If you are a player on this Red Sox team and you hear Sam Kennedy say, yeah, this is just kind of like a stepping stone to where he wants to go.
An interim stop before his next stop.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah, that's weird.
Get the bumper sticker ready.
That is. So, what is his role then?
Right.
If it's just like a temporary stop, they've already hired GM in the sense of Craig Breslow. So, what is his what's his role? If it's just a quick stop to whatever he's going to do next, because I guess you could be a minority owner and do a bunch of things.
When Sam puts it that way, it's hard not to call it a PR stunt.
But it's a very expensive one. I mean, if he is a minority owner, even if it's 1%, you're looking at maybe $100 million.
How does being a senior advisor of the Boston Red Sox, one of the most storied franchises in sports, and an equity partner, turn into an interim stop on the way to your next stop?
That is a bad look, and that's a fall from grace, because working for the Red Sox was a dream job for anybody that worked in baseball. Mm-hmm. Now it's a interim. Mm-hmm. That's terrible.
And a PR stunt, I could get the PR stunt, but then why would you say that? Because it's not going to look good for you. So I can't really see it being a PR stunt and then bringing in Theo Epstein.
It used to be that people would do everything to get into the Red Sox front office. Now you need to bribe them with a minority stake just to get them to be a senior advisor. I mean, what is going on? And why don't they just spend the money on the team instead of spending it on Theo if he's not going to do anything?
Yeah, but if he's
also, like, I'm sure Sam Kennedy's job is safe. Is this him trying to stake his, claim on his, pee on his, his property?
Pee on his fire hydrant?
I mean,
I think he's going to want to take this one back. I think this is going to be exactly like the liar comment. He's going to want this one back.
Is Sam Kennedy, is he a minority owner?
I don't know.
I think he has some stake.
All right. So with Theo,
he's the president of the Boston.
Okay, so with Theo to be a minority owner,
and he grew up near the ballpark. I don't know if you've heard.
Wouldn't that mean that he would have had to put some money in to purchase that?
No, they probably gave him equity, like a loyal guy. They give you a couple shares or whatever.
Unless you're in the crafts, because nobody gets.
Okay, so if they gave him this piece, then it's just like Curtis said. They just.
What do you mean they gave Theo the piece? You're talking about Theo.
Theo. That's what I'm saying.
They gave him.
So if they gave Theo this piece,
no, but the part that bothers me is that you are immediately essentially on truck day, walking out there and saying, "Hey, don't get too excited about Theo."
Right.
He's not going to do much. He's not going to be involved in the day-to-day. And this is an interim stop on the way to his next stop,
Yeah.
which is what? Commissioner of baseball?
And
or
how
what?
are you building
Maybe
a
that-
future for this organization?
Well, I mean,
From
I just-
Breslow.
it's just a whole bunch of noise about
I
nothing.
thought the Theo thing was their way of to divert all the slings and arrows, whatever was going on with the Red Sox, to Theo, right?
Well, no, I'm glad you thought that's what it was.
Initially.
What I hoped it was that John Henry had realized that he had taken his eyes off the ball,
Right.
and had, as they were whispering to people, had said we didn't give the ball club the attention that it deserves over the last couple of years. Theo's a baseball guy. John Henry has a lot of respect for him. Let's bring in a baseball guy who can focus on what is going on around here in the form of Theo Epstein and try to turn things around. That's what I thought it really was, because I believed them.
Well, maybe
I don't think it's, I didn't think it was a Bobby Copperfield thing, which is let's bring in Theo, get everybody excited for a little bit, and then, in a couple months they'll forget that Theo's here. That's not what I thought it was.
Well, I agree with you with that he would come in and help, but I also thought by him helping, it allows the slings and arrows to go his way. But it still looks like, okay, he's helping, but it's really, we only got him for 3 months.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
Weird.